everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Raquel Rodriguez, Powerhouse. Raquel is the weekend poster this weekend for Feud. She is a focused modern era powerhouse. She has the raw link, any color moves start with one more move point. Modern era gems do 5% more damage, and the stock powerhouse gear. She's a trainer. At 6 star, green gems are going to do 50% more damage, and it's going to increase your multiply gems by strength 1 at 6 star. Also, I'm pretty sick, so apologies if this preview isn't up to its normal standard. I will do the best I can. For the preview, we're going to start off with the Santa's Muscle skill plate. This is available on the prize wall right now for the Ripped Miss for 75,000 t-shirts. Whenever you break 3 or more red gems, you get 3 green MP. Not super useful on the first couple builds, but very useful on one coming up. I will save my favorite moveset for last. Also of note, she's got some beefy red moves. We have 149% move damage metal, and Fury 2 with a level 12 and a trash strap. So that's what we're going to be running with. First move set, shoulder block, 8 MP, deal 281k damage, and choose a 6x2 area to make into multiply gems of strength 7. Scoop slam, 6 MP, deal 949k damage, big one, and make the bottom 3 rows into column gems. Fall away slam, deal 165k damage and choose 7 gems to make into red gems. The entourage for this one, we're going to go double MP, because that scoop slam is going to do 2 million damage with this setup when we get in there. This will allow us to hit it twice, and that will be quite helpful. So we're going to roll with that. Yeah. And then we got Stacy for red gem damage, because we're going to try to get some reds on those multiplies, and Bianca to create 3 more reds. If you don't have Bianca, you can also use Hall of Fame Lita for 2. Let's take a look at this one and see how it runs. Here we go. I have 5 build sets for you guys. 1.25 here. So you're going to start off and you're going to hit this for the 2.1 mil. Lita has 15 million health, so there's a bit to chew through. Decent amount of reds on the board, that's really nice. In Feud, this one wouldn't be loaded yet, so we're not going to use the shoulder block. Want a row break on the bottom, which we have right there. And then 2-3 matches on top would reload it in Feud. And then after that, we want to think about kind of grouping them together actually as best we can. Do it like that for the multiply move, because we want to get as many as we can multiplies without creating a nasty cascade, as you know I occasionally do. Let's go. We want some green on the board too. We're just gonna do this and this, because I can't see very well right now. Perfect. You're gonna hit this again for another 2 million. Oh, not perfect. I screwed up my row break. Definitely not perfect. It's okay. That would have been really nice, too, if I hadn't messed that up. Oh well. We'll just do it again and win right here. This time, I'll try and do it right and show you how hard it would hit. Except it's not going to cover up that one multiply. We can work around that, though. Struggle bus here. And I'm not going to bother hitting the move again because I just want to show you guys the damage. Two, two, there, there. Sure. When you don't completely mess it up. So this is about how hard you would hit on turn 1 if you didn't mess it up. Like that. Okay. 4.4 reduced to 3.4. Not my favorite. Not my favorite, but it is a moveset. Okay. Next thing. Same thing. We're going to switch the trainers up a little bit. I'm going to put the finisher in. You might be wondering why I'm not running move damage, why I'm not suggesting takedown. It's because at 6-star silver, that is not going to do anything for you, and you're going to want to go as much gem damage as possible. So, yeah. In fact, at 6-star silver, you probably would actually not go with the double red and throw Powerhouse Chic here instead, to be honest. But you may also be wondering, Mherex, why Steph? That's because you're not going to win on turn 1. So Steph lets you have a 2-turn win without getting hit. So the move we brought in was the Tahada Bomb, 10 MP finisher, deal 447k damage, choose 2 rows to destroy. And Trish is 75% to the row break gems, so those 21 gems are buffed 75%. So that's why Trish is in there. And I didn't use the right trainer, but it's fine because we have tour perks because I didn't put steel in, apparently. So normally you would have hit this twice. I am doing so great. I blame being sick, but whatever. Plate will help this recycle if you didn't have enough green on the board. It's fine. Doesn't hit incredibly hard anyway, so you're counting on the dual 2 million right here each turn, because that's going to get you like 8 million total when you don't play it poorly. Oh, I hit the wrong move again. That's amazing. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna run this one more time, because that wasn't even close to right. Should be a 2-cycle win, hopefully. Well, if I can actually click the right buttons. I'm on the struggle bus here. Anyway, 6 gems, reloads it, hit it again, you know. So you get 8 million out of that the first 2 turns with this setup, so. And some gem damage right here. If you want to go full move damage at 6-star bronze, you absolutely can. Might even get you, with a really good setup, some turn 1 wins. Yeah, double red. Whatever. Previous. Alright. Alright. One more time. There we go. So there's the 4 million as promised. Finisher's about 1 million, and we're gonna get about 1 million in gem damage probably. So like I said, mostly probably 2-cycle wins. The finisher isn't huge, so even if you went full takedown, I think you might struggle to keep them down with the pin. So I think using Steph, reducing their MP, and going for 2 cycles is probably the safer play with this build set if you want to run it. Because you can see this ends up being a full drain on 15 mil health, pretty much. Pretty close. Alright. Next moveset's going to be triple red. Nice cascade. So you've seen all the moves, so we're just going to run all 3 red. Saves me the benefit of having to try and talk about them. Also for these, all of these, you could use the NWO plate for the second cycle, or even the first one if you weren't as worried about reloading the green. It is only 6 MP. So you could use the NWO plate and gain a little bit there. Now is when we want the red trainers right here. And again, I'm keeping some gem damage and Steph in because you're not going to probably win turn 1. So just easier to play it safe. Make sure you get a multiply on a red gem so you can recycle. The more reds, the better. Bottom 3 are columns, so let's just take those 2 reds. Really, I don't know that I'm that crazy about this build. I think I like the previous one more, but it is an option. And it does have a bigger finisher because of the multiplies. Again, though, I do think it's going to be a 2-cycle win. This is a nice spot right there. Should probably run this back to 1.25. Sorry, guys. Definitely better finishers on this one. Alright. Now, the reason for the skill plate is this moveset. You're going to always have enough red to get at least 3 green. Also, potentially, you can do some funky stuff if the board helps you. And you'll see what I mean when we get there. If the board helps out. So we're going triple green. Follow-away slam, which you know. Canadian backbreaker, which is an 8 MP green. And the bear hug, which is a 7 MP green sub. And that generate 31 sub gems, 200k 3 turns, remaining turn into column breaks. And the backbreaker deal 252k damage, plus 63k bonus damage for every column break. I know it's triple green, so people are thinking Sheik plate. Move damage isn't crazy. I think recycling much more important with the Hogan Muscles plate we have here. And we're going to run Sheik. If you add Sheik at, I believe it's 5-star gold, he goes up another 14%. Right now it's 142% on the column breaks. Trish is 75. So we get that buffed up really nice to over 200k. Santa Hogan is so the sub starts charged. So yeah, let's check this one out. I really actually like this one with the Santa's muscle plate. Works quite nicely. It's gonna be usually a 2-cycle drain, full drain, or pretty near. So we're gonna start out with the bear hug. We should be right around 4 million damage with the Canadian backbreaker here. Yeah, 4.6 million there. Now, if the row breaks work out for you, where they let you make matches, a 5 and a 3, you could reload the greens again and hit this move again. I'm not going to mess with that with this board. So we're going to set up row breaks to break the column breaks. And ideally, yep, we're going to blow up the whole board. And keep in mind, all of these column breaks are very buffed, over 200%. And you're going to notice we took half of her 15 mil life off in one cycle. And the plate, otherwise getting 7 greens would be pretty hard. The plate makes it so we only need 4. So I think that this plate actually would be pretty key for this build. I think I would be fairly likely to run this one, depending on line bonuses. But the last one is actually super cool too, so we'll see there. I waffled between the two of them, which one I like more. Alright, let's row break that. What do we got going on? 3. I guess that's enough, probably. Yeah. Is that gonna do it? Yeah, it's gonna do it. Okay. I'm gonna run this one without skill plate, and then we're gonna run with a pyro plate, and I'm also gonna change Dom in for 40% more gem damage instead of Lacey. But I'll run it plain Jane first, so you guys can see what it would hit like there, and then we'll soup it up a little bit. The two moves you haven't seen: arm trap headbutt and the big boot. They're both blues. And we're going to use that with the multiply move, the shoulder block. Alright. So arm trap headbutt, 6 MP, 158k damage. Choose 2 gems to make into 2 turn juggernaut gems. Will increase your red MP by 5 on every countdown and make 21 random gems into the blue at the end of your turn, returning all of the board blue except for 7 gems. Big boot, 8 MP, deal 296k damage, force your opponent to skip their turn for 2 turns. Alright, you might be wondering why I have Steph here, and that's to set up, because you're not going to win on turn 1. But the second cycle, you're going to hit quite hard, and that should do it. So with Steph on there, it lets us stagger the stun. You'll see what I mean when I play it. Shout out to Evo when I was talking to him, and he's like, what if you staggered the stun? Eventually you lose the stun lock anyway, but it gets you to the second turn, no problem. So we're going to hold it on turn 1. That's why Steph is on there. We're going to put our 2 Jugger gems out. It doesn't matter what we swipe because the Jugger gem is going to fill it up. The red, that is. Now we're going to use our stun. Away from my matches. So let's do... Let's see what this does. So, still stunned for 2 turns. Excellent. Now 1 turn. So, we're going to go ahead and hit the stun. If the red had refilled, we would be able to get 2 sets down. Sometimes it will. But you see what I mean, where you eventually run out of stun lock. I should have not done that. I'm going to lose 1 multiply gem. Scuff. Oh, I'm gonna lose a bunch. Of course I am. Awesome gameplay by me. Nice cascade. Gonna bail me out, maybe? Probably not. Alright. So that's the idea. Win 2 turns, etc. Gem damage based. That'll scale up better than the other stuff. All of it, actually. This one will scale the best to silver. Okay. Let's change the plate up and see what happens. Also, if you had an ultimate plate, this would be one where you would put one of the 4th of July ones, break blue, get red, on, as that would help you to fill the red for the second turn. I think that would be, with the pyro plate, would be the sweet spot for her. The ultimate plate, I don't know if I can look at it here. It's the 4th of July one, though. You break 3 or 4 blue and it makes red. So that would be the plate to use with this. And then Entourage, we're going to stick Dom on here. Same thing applies. Gonna hold off. So a 3 blue match wouldn't fill the Juggernaut up in feud because you don't have matchy match. So if you're gonna wonder, alright, why I'm not gonna hit it next turn, it's because in feud it wouldn't be full. Now, I wonder. Let's put. Oh no, it wouldn't be full. That's right. We just discussed this. Mherex. All right. Where are my swipe? There. Okay. Let's not screw this up this time. Of course, the multiply gem set the pyro off, buff the blues. You can see that's 5.7 reduced to 4.8. Much better hit for sure. We did not fill the red, however. That 4th of July plate lets you get 2 sets of multis. That would be the sweet spot on this turn right here. Because with the 2 sets of multiplies, you're going to buff the pyro as well. And let's take... I do not like the way this is laying out for me. Particularly much, but that's okay. Let's do that. That's fine. Okay. Multis go out. And swipe. And done. So I think I rather like this build. Especially into 6-star silver, that's 6 million reduced to 5. So that would be like 12 million reduced to 10 with a better strap than a 5%er. You know, I think that has potential with the 4th of July plate. I think that second cycle you could polish people off. You do have to play it a little bit different, setting up with MP down. So she plays a little bit different, which doesn't really bother me. So let's kind of look at her Lady Powerhouse roster. So obviously her trainer is pretty cool. For anyone using greens and multiplies, that's a lot of gem damage and then an extra multi. So there's that. modern powerhouses, her Piper. I'm going to say her simply because uh, Piper needs a lot more to be effective. She needs the Piper plate, which is amazing on some people, so I'm not really a fan of that. Um, Maybe, I don't know, Motu Becky may be better. I haven't leveled her up. I know some people really like her with the Titan. Ladies Powerhouse, not super deep, right? So I think she's completely usable and okay. I love the fact that there's some distinct movesets. So, like, if we had a lot of Lady Boss Battle, right? So if I was talking about a guy character here, certainly would talk about this as being the best column break uh, boss battle person in the game. Obviously, really good blues and multiplies with that. So there's a lot to like here. There's a bunch of different things she can do. So I like that. It keeps it interesting. I think she's a solid ad and not too shabby. So let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Personally, I don't love her for 6-star silver. You could probably make her fairly solid, though, with the 4th of July plate and setting up that way. Don't really love her for 6-star silver, though. It's my personal take, but I do think she's completely adequate and usable. So let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck out there. Oh, man. What is with this guy's voice?